Are we getting a new console? Is Microsoft working on a next generation console again already? Or is this an iteration of current generation consoles? Well, we do have this news article from TechRadar.com. It says Keystone could be the codename of the next Xbox. A data miner discovers a secret Xbox product. This might be a new console. Some people are theorizing that it is. I don't know if it is. Let's discuss it today. Let's go over these news articles. Before we do, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. My name is X1 the Gamer. We have daily Xbox news right here. If you like it, if you love it, smash the like, smash that little thumb, smash it hard, long, and fast. All right, let's jump into this. So TechRadar says Keystone could be the codename of the next Xbox. A data miner has uncovered evidence. Here's the data miner right here, Tero Alohim, that Microsoft is working on a secret product that may be the next iteration of the Xbox. The Xbox Series X and S may have only been out for a little more than a year, but Microsoft is likely already working hard on their successor. Here is what Tero has found for us, or Tero, apologize if I am not pronouncing your name correct. But right there, you can see the data that he found. You see Xbox_Keystone. Right above it, you have _Scarlet and _Durango. Now, a lot of people are thinking this is the next generation of Xbox because Durango was the codename for the Xbox One and Scarlet was the codename for the Series X. Now, there is some pushback on this. Not everybody thinks that this is necessarily the next generation of Xbox consoles, and the reason for that is Lockhart is not included in here, and Lockhart, if you remember, was the codename for the Series S. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not working on it, doesn't mean that they are working on it. This is just the theories that are being thrown around, but we do have Keystone. So Keystone is this codename that is out there. One theory that's out there is that this could be the Xbox streaming stick instead of a next generation console. If you remember this little piece of goodness from last summer, this is an article from Tom Warren back in June of 2010. Microsoft announces an Xbox TV app and its own xCloud streaming stick. So a lot of people are thinking this Keystone right here could be that streaming stick that was rumored and announced, or at least discussed by Microsoft last year. We haven't seen anything on that yet, so it very well may be. And this is very exciting. I think this is what sets Xbox apart from where the PlayStation is currently at. This was, again, an article from last summer, but this is Liz Hammerin, head of gaming experiences, saying we're working out with global TV manufacturers to embed the Game Pass experience directly into internet-connected TVs, so all you'll need to play is a controller. So an Xbox app directly into a TV, similar to Amazon, Netflix. Again, I've said this before. Amazon and Netflix are kind of, or Amazon Prime rather, HBO Max, Netflix. This is the model that Xbox is following with Game Pass. In a world where we all live in subscriptions, and we're used to paying for subscriptions, why not have one for gaming? And I think Microsoft sees that. It's clear that they're all in on that, and they're making moves to further double and triple down. Now, Netflix, I think, has, 220 million subscribers, I believe. I know it's over 200. Don't quote me on the 220. 200 million subscribers. Imagine if Game Pass one day got to 200 million subscribers. That's the ball game, and that's, to me, what they're looking for. Now, on top of this just being an app, they did talk here. Let's see if we can find it right here. Spencer also hinted at Microsoft's own Xbox streaming stick last year, something Microsoft now says will appear soon. Quote, we're also developing standalone streaming devices that you can plug into a TV or monitor. So if you have a strong internet connection, you can stream your Xbox experience, reveals Hammerin. Now that, to me, is interesting. They're clearly all in on Game Pass. They're all in on the streaming service. What would you rather have? What would I rather have? Would I rather have a streaming stick or a new console? Well, a new console, if Keystone is representative of like the next generation of console, which I don't think it is. I think it's much more likely to be this cloud streaming stick. We're not going to get that new console for at least 5 to 7 years. So I'm not super, it's no big deal. It's really early right now. So do I want a next generation console? Of course. Who doesn't? Better graphics? Yes. But that's so far off that ultimately doesn't matter. I do think it's much more likely to be this xCloud streaming stick. And the question here is, do I want this xCloud streaming stick? And my answer to you, it depends. It completely depends. It depends how well it works. It depends what it does. If it works as well as, let's say, the Series S that is currently out, then absolutely 100% I would be buying multiple of these xCloud streaming sticks, and I'd be sticking them in every room of my house. I'd be taking it on the road with me to travel. That's the big one. Traveling would be huge with an Xbox or an xCloud streaming stick. But it's all dependent how well it works. If it doesn't work that well, then who cares? If it's just gimmick, it would just be a gimmick at that point. It would not be a valid console replacement or something that I would use regularly because it just doesn't work. So I wouldn't want one. So it all depends how well it works. I would imagine they're not going to release this until the technology is there, until they can ensure that this does indeed work well, similar to how a Netflix is able to just stream immediately high quality based on your internet connection to your television. What I really hope it is, if you want to know my honest opinion, what is Keystone? I would like to see a new this generation console. So we have the Series S and we have the Series X. Let's actually click back here to this headline because I just like it better. Anyways, we have the Series S and we have the Series X, or X and S right here. I'd like something right in the middle. So I would like the power of the X, maybe without a disk drive, all digital, for like $100 less. Then you've got 3 tiers of pricing here. You've got the S at the low end, which I have an S, and the S is a damn good console. It's of the two, it's the best looking console. Of the two, it's the console I have up in my living room. I have my Series X right here next to me where I do my hardcore gaming and recording. But the S, I actually think I use more than my X. That's right, because it looks so good, and it really is a great console. It's so cheap. But give me the X, power of the X, for $100 more than the S, and then the full X, $100 more than that. And now we've wrapped in all 3 price points. That's what I would like to see. That's what I hope Keystone is. I don't think it is. I think it's much more likely to be this cloud streaming stick because we haven't heard anything for it on it in a while. It'll be interesting. What do you guys think? What would you like to see? Do you think Keystone is anything? Do you think it's just rumors? Do you think this is just words on a screen that maybe just denotes Azure server stuff or upgrades on the back end with software? I don't know. Let me know in the description below. Would you like to see a cloud stick come? Would you use a cloud stick, or would you rather Keystone just be a next generation console altogether and have us wait the 5 to 7 years that it's inevitably going to take for us to get to that next generation console? Let me know in the comments below. Again, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. We've got daily news videos and opinion videos of all things Xbox right here. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. It's not the weekend. Have a great Monday. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.